Welcome, it's me Swindle here, and today I'm gonna talk about money. So, money, is it important? So, I'm gonna tell you my opinion. This is my opinion. Disclaimer, my opinion. This is not some true advice, the best advice in the world, or just like this is just my opinion on money, my take on money. And is it important? And should we strive for as much money as we can, or should we not? So here we go. So money, right? Money isn't important. Well, in today's society where we live, at least where I live, we need money to survive. We need to, if we have a house, a apartment, or something to a place to live in, we most likely we need to pay taxes, right? So to pay those taxes, to not get in debt to the government, we need some money to pay those taxes, right? So, and to get that money to pay the taxes, we need a job. Well, there's certainly a vast amount of jobs that we can acquire in this lifetime, and well, not for one person, not one person cannot uh, have all the jobs in the world, but the person can choose the job it wants, and uh, that way it can maybe enjoy the job if that's the case. And yeah, so is it important? Yes, to pay the taxes, it is important in that context. But if you live somewhere in the woods, for example, some people live in the woods and they live off, like in the ancient times where people lived, not to like to demonize them, but it's just like it's pretty underdeveloped, where we used to live as human species. So when we lived in ancient times, we lived in forests, and just plain out nature. And we hunted, we gathered food, and we didn't need money. We didn't need any money on that time. And this is my cat. So so we didn't need the money back then, but right now we do need money because we live in a society where it's it's really important, where we need to pay taxes. Get sorry. We live in a society where we need money, and because we need money, we need a job, and the job is important. So, but the question is, should we strive for the most paying amount of job? So, for example, if like a lawyer, a lawyer's job pays a lot of money, should we strive for that? Not necessarily, because in order to make that kind of money, you need to educate yourself. You need to go to school to be a lawyer, and of course, you need to want the job itself. You need to have certain need to help to do this kind of job, to have some interest in the job, to have a job. If you don't find the interest, you're not gonna get it. Like, what do homeless people do? Homeless people don't want to work, so we don't work. Or maybe it's not the case. Maybe they just want to work, but they don't have the opportunity to, because, well, that's another problem in society. But most likely, people who don't want to work and they live off the government, they do this kinds of things, like they sit in at their home, they get in debt, and they live off from day to day, from month to month, from government payments to them, so they could survive, so they could buy food. And most people, these kinds of people are some kind of addicted to some sorts of uh, drug, like alcohol or any other drug that is addictive. So when we do that, we don't want to work, and that creates a lot of problems. So if you want to work, go in and find a job that you like. And if you don't know if you're gonna enjoy the job, do it anyway. Go to the job and actually work there at least for 6 months, maybe less, maybe more. If you don't find it enjoyable, find another job. So, but here's the thing: if you're just gonna jump off on job to job, from month to month, you're not gonna get stability, and stability is very important. Financial stability, and just like your physical, mental stability is very important. Right now, I'm a bit sick, so that's why I'm coughing, and I have a clogged nose as well. So money is good if it pays well, but if you don't enjoy it, I don't think it's a good job to have if you don't enjoy the job. So if it pays the money, sure. I mean, you can have the job, the most paying job. I think right now, I haven't researched it, but the most paying job you can have is like actually creating your own business, something like a pyramid scheme, which is illegal, and you can find many ways to get money that are illegal, but you shouldn't do that. It's not a stable way to live, and it causes a lot of fear and suffering for others and yourself. So if you really want to make money, well, do it smart, and don't just like don't do it on other people's expenses. Sure, you need to find clients, but if you and people will pay for the service or the product you provide, and if you actually have a kind of way to give value, well, do that. I think that's a great way to make money. And if you gonna enjoy the process, it's a lot better just than just striving for money. If you just strive for money, and if you're just like looking for the best paying job, from my experience, it might backfire, because once you get the job that pays well, you might not enjoy it. You may suffer. You may get into depression, and seeking that money can cause you a lot more suffering than staying in a less paying job and working in the less paying job and actually being happy with it. So that's my experience. And yeah, so I think money is important in today's society. We should not strive for more money at all times. If we are struggling to pay the bills, then yes. If we're struggling to pay the bills, then yes, go for a better paying job that pays your bills. Or you could actually lessen your expenses that you're using right now. So if you're spending a lot of money on food, junk food especially, because junk food is pretty expensive if you buy a lot of it, and if you pay, like if you buy a lot of junk food, that can be something to work on, something to think about and to actually take action on. So you can actually lessen your expenses, maybe move to a less expensive house or less expensive apartment or neighborhood. Of course, there's pluses and minuses with that as well. So yeah, I'm just giving you just like general ideas that you can work with and think about. And if you don't want to think about it, don't. Just listen to me talk, listen to my opinion, and just move on to the next video or something like that. I don't really care, so it's your choice. And if I'm gonna influence you to do certain things, well, it's gonna be my responsibility, but as a disclaimer, this is not advice. This is not advice that you should follow 100%. You can take bits and pieces and use them for your own advantage if you want to. And if you don't. So make your own decisions. You are an individual that can actually make choices. So, and if you can't grab a real expert at money, so if you want to get really good with money, actually hire someone that is really an expert in money and get help by that way. So yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below what you think. And yeah, see ya. Bye bye.